from the soul with it. Yeah.
First and foremost, I would like to say happy birthday and thank one of the most iconic figures and black leaders in history who stood for a great cause. He put his personal life to the side and made a lot of sacrifices just so we as African American people could have equal rights. I truly appreciate him, and he 100% deserved to be cherished for all that he has done for us. But what I want to talk about is why Dr. King would be hated more than Donald Trump by his own people if he was still alive today, or if he just magically so happened to come back alive. Now, I'm not sure if you guys seen the episode of the Boondocks where Dr. King came back alive. He was in a coma, and he was just so disgusted and disappointed at how everything that he had fought for had been destroyed by his own people, and how his legacy had been tarnished. And he's seen that every Dr. King Avenue or every Dr. King Drive was infested with gangs, violence, etc. Aaron McGruder, the creator of the Boondocks, was just exceptionally, just amazing. He was such a genius because the picture that he painted was just so accurate. Dr. King preached nonviolence, and in this specific episode, Dr. King was asked how he would handle how America should handle 9/11 and terrorism. And his reply was, we should just turn the other cheek, something extremely positive. And the entire world was just outraged. And they just treated him like he was a villain. I think that would just happen today. I think that a certain scenario, as far as Russia and everything that's going on with Donald Trump, if Dr. King addressed that situation and handled that situation like that, I felt like people would ridicule Dr. King. People would just totally destroy Dr. King, and that episode that I'm speaking of came out years ago. So just imagine how worse things have become. Unfortunately in this world, you're not worshiped or you're appreciated until you die. And I feel like the media would have crucified Dr. King for speaking the truth and trying to bring unity into America. I feel like there's a lot of division in America right now, and that's what America want. They want to separate us. They want to divide and conquer. And I feel as though if you see an example, you see all the black leaders or all the black actors that fight for change and want to bring unity, and try to bring to the light what these devils are doing and how they're manipulating us. You see how their legacy is tainted, and they throw this rape charge or they throw some asterisk to taint their legacy or what have you. And I think that would have been done to Dr. King. In America today, they subliminally try to keep us separated too. Just like in that episode of the Boondocks, Dr. King told his people the truth, which I feel like wouldn't work because black people don't like the truth. Dr. King would call a lot of the blacks out for their ignorance. All the high profile rappers who call these women the B word and down talk a lot of these females, turning up all the time, drug promotion, gun violence, promoting homosexuality, all this entertainment, promoting all of these high-end name brand clothes and shoes, who slave us for 8 hours and then put the money right back into their pockets and, make us feel like we're free because we got something small, or we think that we got a nice car, we got something better than the next person, that we think that we free. Make us realize that we are losing our freedom of speech. And, all these, he would call out all these fight videos that are heavily promoted, that's going viral from these blog sites, the shootings, the face tattoos, etc., and people going to the extreme for fame, telling young black men to pull their pants up. I feel like Dr. King would address it, and in return, black people will call him a coon and disown him.
Just let me die in silence. I cannot say the word and I cannot stop the violence. It's too much entertainment and they gone off the lane. Ain't no more queens, ain't no more kings. Look, ain't no more kings. Belly naked now is how women dressing. They corrupted by entertainers with ass injections. Got other races with money dictating the culture. The ones pulling the strings, but they really ain't talking.